Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is our take. We are your hosts. I'm Ocean.
I'm Taylor.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got a trailer reaction for you guys today. This time, it's to Netflix's original movie coming out on December 22nd, titled Rebel Moon. This one kind of flew under the radar a little bit. I didn't know about this until you mentioned it. But it's got some star power to it. Definitely has a lot of actors that you know. But the biggest thing is that it's directed by Zack Snyder. So, pretty interesting that a big name director like Zack Snyder is directing a movie for Netflix as a Netflix original, which is interesting. Just because, I know we've talked about it before, but Netflix, the evolution of Netflix is incredible. You know what I mean?
Especially for as much shit as people give Netflix.
Yeah, for real. They've been around for a long time. I don't know. Did you ever have the Netflix mail service
for a little while? Yeah.
I remember that stuff as a kid with my dad and stuff. It was super exciting to get movies in the mail, and then you gotta send it back and whatnot. And I remember one time I lost a movie and my dad got super pissed because now he gets charged for it.
Yeah, I used to did that same type of service for games.
Yeah. What was that? Was it GameFly?
One of them is GameFly.
Yeah,
that's the one I used.
So for a company to go from something like that to pretty much pioneering the streaming service, streaming platform, and then now to having a major blockbuster director direct one of their Netflix originals, it's pretty incredible to see and pretty awesome. So
I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense and it's really cool because companies like Netflix, Amazon especially, all the streaming services, if they're trying to go out and be like, hey, pretty much anybody can make, if we wanted to make a film, we could propose it to a service, and Netflix or Amazon is probably gonna greenlight it because they're kind of cool with anything, which is really good for them in general. Because otherwise, your major companies that you normally have to work with in Hollywood, they're a lot more stringent with things no, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't like this. I want to change this and all that.
More control,
right? Yeah, which is unfair for a lot of directors and just creative writers. And
I wonder what kind of precedents this is going to set going forward, especially with the writer's strike going on and stuff like that. I wonder what kind of precedents this is going to set, and if more big name directors, Zack Snyder is huge. I mean, he directed Justice League and all of that. He's a massive director. He's a household name. So I wonder if more guys like him are going to start looking for opportunities with streaming services in order to have a little bit more freedom with their movies and stuff, because this particular movie, ladies and gentlemen, looks insane.
Right. I'm just gonna be honest, this is a 2-part movie. Yeah. Obviously the one we're talking about is part 1, A Child of Fire. It looks fucking epic. It looks just the whole scale of it. It looks huge.
It looks like Zack Snyder sat down with his producing team and was like, "Hey, I want to take the best parts from every fandom and fantasy world
ever
and put them all in one." That's what it looks like. We got essentially lightsabers. We got starships.
It kind of gives off
we got mythical creatures.
Yeah, I just want to name off a few things that this trailer kind of reminded me of, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
But you also kind of got a Guardians vibe going.
Yep.
You got Mad Max, Harry Potter, Dune, and Warhammer 40K going on in this movie.
All kinds of crazy creatures, fighting,
StarCraft almost too.
It's pretty insane.
Which is not unusual for Zack Snyder, and I'm not super familiar with this particular I guess story or whatever.
Is this based off a book or something?
Yeah, I believe this is something he's had for a long time. Because he doesn't often get to do his
what he want
personal, like just kind of lesser, more niche fandom kind of things. Because one of them I did like, which he really wants to do I think a sequel for. I don't know if you've ever watched it. It's called Sucker Punch.
I've watched like half of it.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like this, where it covers like a crap ton of things all together and slammed into one. But I really liked it. So this is kind of like fitting his style, I guess, of just
Sucker Punch is the one with the female lead, right?
There's a whole bunch of females, and then there's one major male.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm intrigued, to be honest. The trailer was overwhelming.
It's a lot.
There's so much stuff in it. I feel like I could watch it 10 times in a row and still not fully see everything or fully understand what the hell is going on. It seems like the premise of the movie is that there's a prophecy about a child that's going to bring peace. And, you know,
this is the Dune aspect.
Yeah. And then there's another child that is a child of war or whatever that they're going to, and then the story is going to be about how hopefully peace overcomes war. I don't know. I mean, but along the way, there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Yeah. So
a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm intrigued
the effects
for sure.
And everything looks fucking nuts.
Dude. It does. It looks pretty good.
It looks really, really good.
It looks really good, especially for.
This might be like the best Netflix special effects ever.
Yeah.
Which is not surprising to me because I'm sure Zack Snyder's like, look, I'll happily do this with you guys, but you give me
everything,
all of it.
Yeah, you let me, and that's what I mean by like this is going to be interesting because, you know, let's say theoretically. Like in my mind, theoretically, this is what happened, right? Zack Snyder had this idea that he's been wanting to do this movie for a while.
Yeah.
He kind of went around to different studios asking like, hey, you know, I want to do this. Will you guys support me? Everybody's kind of like, I don't know. Sounds like a lot of money. Sounds like a lot of work. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever the reasons for it. Probably and then Netflix was like, hey, you can come do it as a Netflix original. And so Zack Snyder's like, well, you know, traditionally, like, we're not a lot of big name, whatever, come to you. So, you know, maybe I'll do this, but you got to give me a blank check. And we make the hell out of this movie. So if that is what happened and I just, you know, correctly predicted everything, I think that's going to be a pretty major shift in the movie industry.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really cool.
I think it's awesome because I want to see more directors be able to put their ideas on screen because I think something that's kind of missing a lot right now is just creative originalists.
Well, the thing is, right now everybody's so afraid of
losing money,
failing.
Yeah,
that's why all we see is franchises now.
Right. Everybody's afraid of flopping at the box office, and so nobody wants to take a risk on stuff that isn't tried and true, right? You know? So,
which is a real shame.
It is because that's how
it's how a lot of the stuff grew to be.
Yeah, a lot of the big franchises and stuff
when they were initially, you know, proposed, whatever. Those companies were saying the same thing at the time. Exactly. They're like, I don't know about this. Like,
it's like the movie industry forgot where they came from, you know?
Yeah,
which sucks, but. I don't know, hopefully this can kind of shift some things and create a different way of doing things in the movie industry.
Although I will say, shout out to you, Universal. You're probably the only like major company that just like,
yeah, sure.
Yep. I don't care what you got. Give me it all.
That is true. Universal does greenlight a lot of random things. There's sometimes when I'm like watching the trailer or something and then the Universal logo pops up, I'm like, what?
There's no way.
Really? Like, interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you guys thought about this trailer. If you haven't watched it already, go check it out. It's like a 3-minute trailer and literally nonstop craziness the whole time.
Yep.
And like I said, you probably can watch it 10 times in a row and still not fully grasp everything. So go give it a watch. Let us know what you guys thought about the trailer down in the comments below. We really appreciate all you guys' love and support. We're going to continue pumping out content as much as we can. We'd love to hear from you guys on what you guys want to see. If there's any trailers you want us to react to or any movies you want us to watch, let us know down in the comments below. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. Check out our social media as well as the other links here on Anykind Media, and we'll check you guys in the next episode.
Bye, guys.